Hey folks, sorry. We're here once again. Welcome back to another Batman animated review. Maybe I'll try to do more of these two Batman reviews on Sundays, but not every Sunday. It'll be going back down to one review eventually. Excuse me. Just ate some good food, fries and hot dogs, and just kind of doing that, burping out a little bit. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed my review of Batman and Harley Quinn, and I hope y'all are going to enjoy this review. And next, this film came out in 2017. This is, of course, the direct sequel to Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders, and that is Batman vs. Two-Face. Let me go ahead and pull the slipcover off. Yeah, you get that noise on it. And that is Batman vs. Two-Face. Yeah. Dark. Turn my light on a little bit. Get some light in this room. But that is Batman vs. Two-Face. And to be honest, I enjoyed this movie. I thought this was a great sequel. I had fun with this. This was also the last time the final performance for Adam West as Batman, as he sadly, this was the year that he passed away. At the end credits of the movie, it says, rest in peace, Adam West. Rest well, bright night. A nice little tribute. The filmmakers, of course, didn't forget him. That was nice for them to do. But this was a great sequel. I had a lot of fun with it. I'll even say I probably liked it more than Return of the Caped Crusaders, because mainly, you have Two-Face in this movie, and Two-Face, he was not in the 60s show, Adam West Batman show. No, he wasn't. It was False-Face, but we're getting Two-Face, and he's voiced by William Shatner. And of course, you have Adam West himself come back as Batman, Burt Ward as Robin, Julie Newmar as Catwoman, and you also have a voice by Lee Meriwether, voicing an attorney. She played Catwoman in the Batman the movie in 1966. So, when Shatner got up from the 60s, he was Captain Kirk in Star Trek. That also came out the same year as Batman, I believe, in 1966. That show. But, yeah, it was a fun sequel. So let me get more into it. Like I said, this is a direct sequel to Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders. It premiered on the New York Comic Con on October 8, 2017. It was released digitally on October 10th and DVD on Blu-ray on October 17th. It is, like I said, this sequel is also based on the 60s Batman television, so it is campy, cheesy, so don't take it seriously. It is the 60s Batman. It has that style of it, so. Like I said, it was West's final performance. The film was a sequel to Batman Return of the Caped Crusaders. It was announced as featuring William Shatner voicing the main antagonist of Two-Face. I do remember hearing about this back then, and definitely look forward to seeing a sequel. Despite the death of Batman after Adam West from leukemia on June 9, 2017, West and Shatner recorded their lines separately, with West finishing this lines by October 2016. I think Burt Ward also and Adam West recorded all their lines too. Finish that. Burt Ward, Jr. was one of the roles as Robin and Catwoman. Lee Meriwether plays a role in that sees her character wearing the iconic Catwoman costume. As a reference to her performance as Catwoman, which I'll get to that scene. The film includes a tribute to late Adam West after the end credits, which I mentioned. The score is by Little Rumps. I can't say his name right, but the score is very fun. It's kind of like an updated version of the 60s theme, Dun, 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 This film gets 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I agree, it is a fine send-off for the late Adam West. I agree it is. Yeah, I agree with the critics. But maybe it gets 100% because of the release, but hey, it's a great sequel. It definitely deserves 100%. But mostly I think because of Adam West. But still, with some people out there, and if you don't like this movie, that's fine. Everybody has a different opinion. You don't have to like the movie because somebody passed away. That's no reason to say that a film is great. A movie is a movie. So. Alright, anyway, for the voice cast, you have Adam West as Bruce Wayne Batman, Burt Ward as Dick Grayson Robin, William Shatner as Harvey Dent, Two-Face, Julie Newmar as Catwoman, Steven Weber as Alfred Pennyworth, Jim Ward as Commissioner Gordon, and we also have another villain here that was on the 60s show, that is Hugo Strange, Thomas Lennon as Chief Miles O'Hara, Warden Crichton, Lynn Maria Stewart as Harry Cooper, Jeff Bergman as Joker, Bookworm, Wally Windward as Riddler, King Tut, William Slater as Penguin, starring Iron. We also have Dr. Harley Quinzel, and Lee Merriweather as Lucius Diamond, who is an attorney, a defense attorney. The film is directed by Rick Morris. It's written by Michael Chesney and James Tucker, based on Batman, the 60th show by William Dozer, and Batman created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. It's produced by Alan Bernard, Michael Jennett, Benjamin Millett, Sam Minster, Michael Uslan. It's edited by Christopher Deluxe. The music is by 3 people: Michael Mustin, Christopher Carter. Distributed by Warner Home Entertainment. Released October 10th, 2017 on DVD and Blu-ray. I think it's like 1 hour and 12 minutes long, something like that. But it's only 17 minutes long, short movie. So, and I'll go ahead and describe the plot of the movie, as you would guess from the title what it's about. Batman vs. Two-Face. Okay. Pretty much the plot of this movie is that former Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent, after an accident, acid coming on his face, of course he becomes, Harvey is like the White Knight of Gotham City. He's the district attorney. So kind of like Batman, he wants to rid crime too, and rehabilitate criminals as well. But eventually, he becomes one after the accident. He goes on a crime spree until Batman eventually captures him, and with the help of course, Bruce Wayne, who was Harvey's friend. He's been Harvey's friend for a long time, helps him out. But Batman and Robin discover that someone's up to a new caper, a new crime, dealing with some villains, that someone's planning something, and that, of course, that villain, spoiler alert, is Two-Face, that he's up to something to plan to take over Gotham City, or something like that, or has a really bad plan for Gotham City, and for Batman and Robin. So, of course, Batman and Robin must, uncover what he's up to and stop him. And of course, hopefully for Batman to save his friend, to save Harvey Dent, from Two-Face, basically, if you will, his duality problems. Yeah. But, yeah. Along the way, Catwoman is in prison, but she does get out and help him. We're going to see it in the poster here. Yeah, she's not teaming up not until toward the end of the movie. Yeah. But I do have some problems with the movie, despite that. I still love it, though. Yeah. Anyway. That's the plot synopsis of the movie. I'll explain more. Sorry. Sorry if I seem like I'm in a rush, but I got work tomorrow, so. Sorry. Pretty much the movie has opening titles with Batman and Robin, invited to a top secret demonstration hosted by Professor Hugo Strange and his assistant Darla Brazil. They want to change the future of Gotham City. All the way, Batman takes a stop at Gotham State Penitentiary. Well, him and Robin, just taking some criminals down. He takes a stop at Gotham State Penitentiary to visit Catwoman. I guess, her committing suicide didn't go, so she ended up in prison. Her and Batman are getting more intense in their relationship. They get closer. He's like, 37 months, Catwoman, you'll be a free woman, And you think they're about to share a kiss until, Robin's like, holy Romeo and Juliet, Batman, we gotta go. So they go to the state penitentiary, this top secret demonstration at the Gotham State Penitentiary. They meet Batman's ally, Harvey Dent, and they're planning to, basically, Hugo Strange has invented this machine that when all the criminals, like Joker, Penguin, Riddler, Egghead, Mr. Freeze, they invite them all over, and you see Joker, looking at Dr. Harley Quinn's out. Of course, she'll become Harley Quinn, just winking at her, and she kind of looks back at Joker. You see a little bit of that, and they're trying to get to their minds to it, but it's not working, and something goes terribly wrong, the machine blows up. The green gas ends up on Harvey and basically turns his face into Two-Face. Yes, an evil instructor, but since it fails, though, since he gets Oakley's card, he does become the criminal known as Two-Face, starts committing crimes. You see the opening credits of Batman vs. Two-Face and him putting them in traps, and Batman and Robin having to fight Two-Face a couple times, taking him down for, I guess you say, his schemes, maybe for a couple something years. I guess you could say for maybe a couple years, I'm guessing. Thanks to the help of Bruce Wayne, like I said, who's been friends with Harvey's for a very long time. Eventually gets him to reconstruct his face. They do some surgery on him. And, Harvey, since Harvey's back to being just Harvey, he wants to, get his reputation back. As Gotham's DA. Even though it'll take time. And then, the film takes like 6 months later after that. You have villain King Tut and his henchmen. They rob a biplane. They basically steal it. Because King Tut, remember, he's this professor who has duality himself. When he gets hit in the head, he was like a professor at a college, and Egyptology. And when he gets hit in the head, he believes that he himself is King Tut. So, when he goes in this crime spree, King Tut plans to still is a biplane. And Harry gets ready for a party or whatever. While she takes prisoners to his place because they have to go investigate the crime that's Batman and Robin. They go to Chief O'Hara's place. Not Chief O'Hara's place. They go to Commissioner Gordon's office, find out what he's up to, and of course investigate what Tut is doing. They realize this double-decker bus company is planning to hold these millions. So, of course, you just see the Batmobile, which again, I'm seeing the poster here, but seeing the Batmobile is really cool, Batman and Robin put it in secret mode while Alfred and Aunt Harriet are held hostage by King Tut and his minions, his Tutlins, and, Batman and Robin kicks them, but King Tut has a plan. He shoots them with these snakes or whatever that bites them and passes Batman and Robin out. But they do save the people by having, the Batnet and the Batmobile save the hostages, including Aunt Harriet and Alfred himself. It was twin snakes knocked out with venom gas. He puts them in these pyramid towers or whatever. King Tut puts them in trapped for this amount on Batman and Robin to kill them. But Batman and Robin, thinks that they're rockets in their bat boots. They're able to escape, take down King Tut and his crew, and take King Tut down himself, and he goes back to being the professor like, "Oh, Batman, did I do it again?" Then you have the pair of twins who actually work for Two-Face, Twin 1 and Twin 2. They seize the jewels that were stolen by King Tut and his Tutlings. Batman, Robin, Commissioner Gordon, Chief O'Hara interrogate King Tut as Harvey's watching in the shadows. O'Hara constantly hits Tut on the head with his platoon trying to figure out, "What are you up to, Tut? Where's the plane?" He's like, "I don't know." And then he hits him again, the professor, which is funny. That's enough, Chief O'Hara. King Tut has a lawyer named Lucius Diamond, who was voiced by Lee Meriwether. I see Batman and Robin go to court. Chief O'Hara feels sorry for doing it. Apologizes in court. Harvey even questions Batman on the stand. but Professor McLaury, his name, surfaces guilt, and he, of course, he accepts going to prison for what he did. You know, Harvey, you know, comes over to Wayne Manor, just show a drink for Bruce, and somewhat, you know, Dick feels like, you know, a third wheel, because he feels like he's always been, you know, Bruce's good friend. You know, even Harvey realizes that you're not really a third wheel, but Dick, I may be his friend as well, but you're his youthful ward, you know, his ward. Harvey is then due to tells Bruce that he's going to this charity for unprivileged twins at the Winning Pair Casino. Bruce and Dick goes there to Batman and Robin once more. They find out this package is about Commissioner Gordon, because Gordon gives them a call, and it's from a book, and of course they realize that it might be Bookworm who's up to something. They find him at the Gotham, well, we actually found Bookworm, Gotham City Library. This lady tells him to quiet, but she's like looking for Bookworm, you know. And Bookworm's like, well, Batman, did you think the cat didn't bring any backups to Bookworm? She's like, wait a minute, man, your glasses. Like, if you remember, you know, when we see Bookworm, who was actually played by, well, King Tut was played by Victor Bruno? I can't say his name right. And of course, Roddy McDowell will play Bookworm in the 60s show. Yeah, the first season. Yeah, before Hort says the men take the glasses off, they fight. And, you know, she was like, we knew your clue was up to something. And Batman and Robin are suspicious too. And they find out that these books, you know, they're in the Batmobile talking about it. And realize that, wait a minute. You know, King Tut has a dual personality. And these books are about dual personalities and all, duality and all that. And of course, these books will get stolen by Twin 1 and Twin 2. And, you know, that induces Two-Face might be behind it, but Harvey's reformed, even though Robin's like, well, you know, maybe you're thinking of your friendship with him, but judging your crime-fighting judgment or whatever. Regardless, they go to the disadvantaged sign factory where Two-Face telling his men, put the money in, let it out, or I'm gonna let the lead in. Like, they're gonna kill the Batman and Robin show up. Twin 1 and 2 fight them. Two-Face like shoots these ceilings and number 1, number 2 signs, knocks down Batman and Robin, and Twin 1 is like, let's kill him, boss. It's a large number 2 and you know, come on, Two-Face, we gotta kill him. If we're going to roll dollars for that, you know, and he's like, nope, my only decision is, of course, because, you know, Two-Face flips his coin to make his decisions, flips his coin. So, Two-Face is like, wait a minute, boys, we gotta wait for what the coin says. Two-Face flips it, and he goes to the good side, he's like, nope, I'm not gonna kill him. Let's go. You know. And they escape out of there. Batman believes that Harvey's made a lot of enemies, that someone's behind this, not him. So he goes to talk to Harvey about it. Of course, Robin is suspicious about him. But Batman still wants to have faith that Harvey's not behind it, that somebody is trying to ruin his reputation as he's trying to build his career back up. And meanwhile, you have also Catwoman in prison, who does escape, you know, because Batman stands her up on her date, or supposed to come visit her in prison, he stands her up. So she breaks out, you have, of course, a kitty cat that gets into attorney Miss Diamond. She grabs the cat, says, Catwoman, your cat is like, and the cat scratches her, knocks her out, and Catwoman switches clothes with her, and, you know, and then it was like Lee Meriwether from the show, it is, because of course she's like, ooh, she looks at me like, ooh, it's perfect. That was definitely a good moment. That was definitely a funny moment. You know, and it reminded me of Lee Meriwether's Catwoman, indeed. That was, you know, nice for them to put that touch in there. But Harvey gets a phone call from Two-Face himself. Two-Face ends up kidnapping Professor Strange as part of his scheme to have him help with the evil extractor machine or whatever. Robin gets punished to his room because he tells Batman, you're being unbelievable, and like that you're being, somewhat jealous, so go to your room, try to find this. Can't believe I had to say that, Robin. Robin does follow Harvey, you see him just jumping on trucks and stuff, and which I thought was cool. Seeing Robin on his own for a little bit, but eventually he gets captured by Two-Face and Professor Strange, and they corrupt him with the gas, and the creepy thing, it makes, him have Two-Face as well. And Batman, they mutates the left side of his body, giving him, like, the appearance of Two-Face as well. And he's vandalizing the attack, and Batman's like, you don't have to do this, Robin's like, Robin! And he's like, I don't bet that's creepy. And, because Robin's usually a good boy. But Batman, has to fight Robin, knock him out, take him out of the Batcave. Because he's like, Robin, don't do it, I'm sorry, Professor, or Alfred, or, the two sides are talking. But Batman is able to cure him, he finds a cure, maybe he'll get a cure for Two-Face as well. Two-Face, of course, is revealed to be Dent, having suppressed his bad side. Kind of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Once, pretty much when the doctor took it off, though, to fix Harvey's face, Two-Face wasn't really gone. I think he was just hidden deep in his personality, because you see him, his face just turn back into Two-Face, like, and he goes back to Two-Face, and he's been there all along. So it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He shoves the dynamic duo to a giant silver dollar coin. He unmasks Batman. He's like, why didn't you tell me your secret? He's like, he introduces that, Robin, of course, is his youthful lord, Dick Grayson. And then Two-Face ends up inviting some villains like the Joker, Penguin, Riddler, Mr. Freeze, Egghead, Shame, Clark King, and Catwoman herself for the auction. Catwoman gets it and goes. She's like, every immediate under Batman's cowl. But the villains themselves get it. The Catwoman is good at helping them. They own the giant coin that, they got, that are tied up on. They have to, it's like a slingshot, so they have to get it going, because if the villains unmask them, their careers as Batman and Robin will come to an end for good. So they, we get the coin flipped and go to, and Catwoman cuts the rope and she helps fight the villains. Batman's like, why don't you turn yourself in, Catwoman? But Catwoman, she lies, escapes. Two-Face gets away with the biplane. I guess that it was only kinked up, but he uses his evil gas on it, and he remakes Gotham City in his own imagine. So you see him spraying the gas on people, Gotham City, Gotham citizens, and you see them becoming like Two-Face as well, fighting each other. Even a newsman, even Chief O'Hara, becomes a Two-Face as well. But Batman and Robin are on the Bat Cycle. She don't like these riders, and Robin shoots one of the Robins, so shooting all of them, and then it takes them down. They go to this flaming factory. Batman goes on Two-Face, telling Robin that I'll deal with him, he's my friend. He's like, I know nothing about my friendship, will be always more important with you, Robin. Now get out of here. That's an order. And since Two-Face takes over his body, him and Batman, choke down, do a couple punches, and then eventually, he puts the two sides together. And Two-Face, Batman's like, before Two-Face gets that Batman is about to kill Batman, he's like, wait a minute, Two-Face, don't you gonna flip your coin? But Batman tricks him, because he took his coin, so, and, he flips it. But there's no side to it. It's just blank. He's like, no, I got my decision. How can I decide? And that's that. And with that, Harvey's able to fight back, get control of his mind, and defeat Two-Face for good. He's still in his subconscious, but for now, he's gone. And of course he introduced that Harvey doesn't know his identity as Batman. And they both get out of there before the factory blows up. The next morning, Batman and Robin use the Batwing to cure the infected Gotham Knights. Robin's like, "Take that, you two-faced thugs," Batman's like, "Calm down, Robin. They're only Gotham citizens." Sorry, Batman. It's cool just to see him like, pow, 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 shoot his cure at them. But he just cures Gotham City, including Commissioner Chief O'Hara and Batman, in the Batwing looks like Commissioner Gordon. For saving the day. And since Two-Face, he repressed Two-Face, he forgets about Batman's identity. Bruce Wayne holds up, Bruce and Alfred, Bruce and Dick allow him to hold a bachelor auction at Wayne Manor. And, of course, Bruce goes as the cake creator and as Batman himself. Batman appears before everyone. The first person to bid is a Catwoman just meowing at him. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And at the end though you have, when she's looking at Batman, like, I'm gonna buy you. Batman, blushes, and then the end credits roll, and then Batman, Robin, Two-Face is even dancing, Alfred and Catwoman, Alfred and even Aunt Harriet, they're all dancing at the end, just having a good time dancing, da 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 da, and then you get the tribute at the end credits saying "Rest well, Bright Knight. Rest in peace." Okay, I don't know about the other end credit scene, but Dr. Harley Quinn's both had to choke out of prison with their new persona of Harley Quinn. Yeah, but that's Batman vs. Two-Face, which again is a great sequel. I'll give my final opinion on it. Just let me get some more real quick. Alright, well, this movie, this was a fun sequel. I even say slightly better than Batman Return Cape Crusader. Yeah, I probably enjoyed it more than that, because I think it's really different. Like with the first movie, they did something different with making Batman evil. It felt new and fresh. I mean, it still has the style. Both movies, including this one as well, the sequel has the style of the 60s show, but it's like they did something different with having Two-Face in there, or having Batman turn evil in the first one, which is different. But having Two-Face in here, I mean, that's definitely something neat and a good idea for them to do with something else. Have Two-Face in here, awesome. My only sadness is that I wish Adam West would have kept being alive, because if he would have lived on, we would have had more. Probably more. I bet they would have done more of these films, But sadly, Adam West just passed away. He just got up there in age, it happens to everyone. Everyone passes away, sadly. And, it's not like I'm going to say, well, we're still making, no, I don't want them to make another one. These two are good enough. You can't replace Adam West as the Bright Knight. You just can't. You can have a Dark Knight. Any man out there, like, not just Mark Patterson, any other actor can play Batman in the Dark Knight. But as the Bright Knight, you can't replace Adam West, in my opinion. He is the Bright Knight. You can't replace him. And him not working on Burt Ward, yeah. It just wouldn't work, Or having Julian Newmar's Catwoman here, it just wouldn't work. For me, this was like lightning in the bottle, the sequel. Before I get to my issues with it, though, I'll get to my likes. I do like the story. I like how they bring Two-Face in here. That was cool. I really like having William Shatner. Like I said, it was Captain Kirk and Star Trek from the 60s as well, because Adam West was a Batman in the 60s, so but that was awesome. It was cool to have Two-Face in here. I like Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent is a good district attorney who, like Batman, wants to fight crime as well, just being an attorney DA, trying to break out from the crime as well, but due to his accent becomes a criminal, a villain himself, with dual personality. They're still good in him, it's just Two-Face is the bad side of him, so because Two-Face is about duality and the coin flip of decisions. But, the story was really good. The animation, I think, is great. I love the animation once again. Seeing the Bat gadgets in here are really cool. Oh yeah, yeah, for Batman Cure City, he has this Bat anti-evil essence cure or whatever. And you see the Batwing, you see the Batcycle, the Batmobile, which is really cool. Always loved that 60s Batmobile. Personally, I think it's one of the best Batmobiles, you know, in movie show history, if you will. And Julie Newmar wants to great. She's great as well as Catwoman and Burt Ward. And Adam West look great as Batman and Robin once again, as the dynamic duo. And of course, Julie Newmar is great, like says Catwoman. Lee Meriwether, seeing her, you know, wearing the cat suit and doing the voice, that was awesome. You know, loved hearing her voice in here. And of course, you have the same usual cast for the people who voiced Joker, Penguin, and the Riddler, and they're still good. You know, they definitely pay tribute, in my opinion, to Cesar Romero, Frank Gorshin, and Burgess Meredith, and also for the voice of King Tut and for one or two actors that do that, they do really good, and I think they pay a good, nice tribute to Victor Borneo, Richard Bruno, and Roddy McDowall. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, isn't that, you know, great movie? I can't really say, you know, let's see, the animation is good, the action is fun. The music score is very memorable, very fun to listen to. The fighting and the action scenes is fun. The chase scenes are good. The film is only, like I said, 72 minutes long. Goes by at a really good pace. Yeah. And the voice cast is great. Can't complain about anybody. Yeah. The cinematography and animation was great. Gotham City was good. You know. Yeah. And, you know, the one for the way they made like Two-Face looks awesome in here. So I'm not going to complain. He does use guns, and of course he does try to shoot a Batman around with Batman, have the bat shield to protect him from his bullets. But overall, fun movie. You do get some special features. The Wonderful World of Burt Ward, talking about how he got the role as Robin, and how his life has been after the TV series Batman, and how at the time he didn't believe that he could be, you know, Robin the Boy Wonder. He didn't even realize he got the part, you know, when he did the screen test for the role. Burt Ward tells about being Star Trek, Burt Ward on Ambition. Julie Newmar's inspiration. You have Adam West tribute panel from some of Adam's friends who are actors like Kevin Smith, you know, and Lee Meriwether talking about him as well. So, any problems? I think you could have had, you know, a little bit more Catwoman in this movie. Yeah, she's a lot in the first movie, you can say, but I definitely wanted more here. I know she's in jail, but you just get her, you know, talking with Batman and, you know, escaping from prison. Good scene. Then fighting with, you know, the villains of Batman, and then coming at the end and then seeing her, or, you know, getting the invitation from Two-Face. But that's it. I say my only problem with this, I wish you had, you know, Catwoman more in this movie. Yeah, but maybe they just didn't have enough screen time for her. Maybe because, you know, it was just, they're trying to focus the story on Two-Face. So I can understand that, but slightly I wish Catwoman was more here, but maybe they just needed to focus on the plot and the story. Didn't even have a subplot about Batman and Catwoman's relationship. Even though I'd like to see more of their flirtatiousness together, that would have been good. But still, despite that one big issue I have, I'm still going to let it slide because she's still great. The chemistry between them is good. Yeah, I just kind of wanted more of it, you know, in here. But still, this is a good last one for Adam West. You know, maybe Adam West, rest in peace. He will always be the bright knight, you know. And when I saw that at the end credits, you know, that nearly almost made me want to cry because it's just so sad to think about Adam West. You know, I didn't know him personally, but from what I heard, he seemed like a very nice, down-to-earth kind of guy. A good actor who loved to entertain people, loved to be funny, you know. Was almost like from what I heard about him, he was like a child at heart. And I miss Adam West, dearly miss him every day. To me, he will always be the bright knight. You can't replace him, you know. But anyway, folks, for my rating for, you know, just like I said, just rest in peace, Adam West. But anyway, guys, I give a thumbs up to Batman vs. Two-Face, and my rating for this film is 5 out of 5 stars. Yes, it's a great movie. Despite that one issue I have with it, it's still a fun, great movie. It's still 60s. It's still campy, cheesy, but it's fun. You know, these movies came out at a good time where, you know, Batman can be different. Batman can be cheesy and campy. The 60s show proved that he can be different, you know, and this works. Sometimes Batman doesn't have to be all dark all the time. It can be fun. Yeah. But anyway, it was great to have a Two-Face once in here again. So I think I've said all I can say about the movie. But again, my rating for the film is a thumbs up, and my rating for this film is 5 out of 5 stars. So guys, tell me in the comments down below if you've seen Batman vs. Two-Face, and have you seen Batman Return of the Cape Crusaders? Do you miss Adam West? And also, do you like the 60s Adam West show? Just curiosity. But do you guys miss Adam West? That's my big question. And what do you think of this movie in your opinion, Batman vs. Two-Face? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Thanks for watching. And my next Batman review, probably this Friday. I'm just saying probably. Or maybe. Okay, good time. Next up, this was part of I used to have this on VHS. But Batman teams up with another cartoon character, a dog who was a Great Dane name, and who is a Great Dane, created by Hanna-Barbera. And of course I'll be reviewing Scooby-Doo meets Batman. So this will be the next Batman anime review. Along with him teaming up with Scooby-Doo. I just figured, this should be part of the Batman marathon. Scooby-Doo meets Batman. This will be next. Maybe Friday. Maybe. But Scooby-Doo meets Batman. This will be next. So stay tuned for Friday, y'all. Because I'm thinking next weekend I want to go see Ant-Man. So, but anyway, let me know. Once again, my rating for Batman vs. Two-Face is 5 out of 5 stars and a thumbs up. Tell me down in the comments down below. What do you think of this movie in your opinion? And do you miss Adam West? Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for Friday, or next weekend sometime, for my next Batman review, Scooby-Doo meets Batman. So, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye.